What's up, everybody? This is Gamer CJE, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today we're going to be continuing to build our city of Sweetwater here in Deadwood County, and I think the project for today is going to be utilizing this area to build a big residential kind of housing project over here. And I think the first thing that we're going to do is continue this highway straight here. For a little ways, we're going to build a new on-off ramp right here that's going to meet up with this six-lane road. With this 6-lane road right here, and that way we'll kind of have a through line here for our big housing area. Okay, and actually another thing I want to do right now is replace this 3-lane road here with the actual highway asset that we have now, because I wasn't able to use it before because I built this road before I had unlocked all of this actual highway road assets. And I think I'm going to do it actually. Yeah. Okay. And I think all the way back this is already the highway that I want to use. So if it works, I'm going to use the parallel roads mod, and needs to be maybe 32. That looks about right. And continue straight to right there, except I really want to have that be elevated, and unfortunately I forgot to do that, so I'm gonna have to go back, start over with this road elevated, because I want to keep my highway elevated. Here we go. And have to turn this side back the other direction. There we go. And then let's meet up our highway here. There we go. And the next thing I'm going to actually, I want this to be more in the middle, so what I'm going to do is move my coal power plant somewhere else. And I'm going to continue my 6-lane road out more in this direction, except I'm out of money. So let's run the game for a while and get some money. While we're waiting, let's see if there's anywhere else that we can zone any more residential. It looks like we can actually zone some more industrial over here. There we go. And let's see if there's anywhere we can zone commercial. I guess over here would be a good spot so we can kind of have a buffer. And fairly quickly, we are needing more residential zoning, but we're gonna have to wait till we build our other area over here. So I want to kind of find where the middle is going to be here. I think that's probably close enough. And now to build the interchange. So now we have this big nice area here that we can build a residential area. This would be a good time to figure out the best way to continue this road. Probably right there is good. just like that. So we can have through traffic there. And now I'm going to build with a grid pattern, because today we're going to find out if grids really work. Now we have a great big grid. And I think that pretty much all of this grid is going to be used for residential. I think maybe I might end up having to use something in here for industrial. Maybe this spot right here, because it's surrounded by the bigger roads. But we don't really need any industrial right now, so I'm gonna start in this area and zone in some commercial and some residential in my grid. And I think for the residential, I'm just gonna do, you know, some big zoning. Not really going to take the time to do every individual building like I usually do. Because it just takes too much time. But I do need to remember to throw in some commercial buildings amongst the residential, so I don't run out of residential demand here. Because at the moment, the biggest demand I have is for commercial. And that's just how it stays most of the time. While we're waiting for folks to move in, let's put in some hospitals and some fire stations. We are going to have to kind of wait for money to show up here, because I'm spending money pretty quick. But fairly soon, I think we are going to have to figure out where we want to expand our industrial area. And it looks like actually we might need more power. But we don't really have enough. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now we should be doing fine on power. Still doing good on water, but probably not for long. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is, for the rest of this video, I'm going to give up on the... Nah. We'll just keep going with the zoning for the grid to kind of see how well we do here. And we can make this all residential, and looks like we got some money again, so we'll need to put in some fire stations. Once we get the money, there we go. And we'll have to wait for some money to put in yeah, we'll have to wait for some money to put in a police station over here, because we do want to have at least one police station in this area so we have good coverage for law enforcement. It seems like in general, the law enforcement doesn't get used up super quickly like the fire station and the medical clinic do. But one thing that you'll notice is you start to run out of jail capacity quicker than you run out of coverage for law enforcement, so you have to kind of pay attention to that. And looks like we have more demand for residential that we need to zone up. And in my opinion, the grid pattern isn't pretty, but it works pretty well. And you'll notice in a lot of real cities, they do have a lot of grid patterns, and it's just more streamlined, makes it easier to get around a city in my opinion. And let's check on stoplights, because we definitely don't want a bunch of stoplights slowing down our traffic. There we go. Traffic's still moving pretty quickly here, which is great. And we now have enough money for sure to put in a police station. So we'll put in our police station. Got pretty good coverage. And let's put in one elementary school and one high school. There we go. And while we're at it, let's put in some parks. We're running low on money again, making everything move slower. And it looks like we actually don't have any increased demand for industrial, which is a little bit surprising because we just added a whole bunch of population. Our residential demand is way up high. So let's fill the demand for residential. But before I go getting all crazy, putting in too many houses without enough stores, gonna put in some more places for folks to build commercial buildings. And then gonna zone this whole big area for residential. And for sure we're gonna need to put in a lot more commercial buildings to kind of keep up with our population rise here. Make sure they all have a place to shop. There we go, got a bunch of people moving in, and I think pretty quickly we're going to run out of water. But not quite yet. So our city's kind of coming together here, and in future I'm going to figure out a way to meet this up to this highway so we kind of have a big through route coming through our city. And I'm doing pretty good keeping to the traffic hierarchy here. So our traffic is still moving pretty good. We have 83% traffic and our population's almost at 8,000, or a little bit over 7,000, I guess I should say. All right. We are low on people, which seems unlikely because we have a lot of people. Okay, so I think this would be a good time to put in a new path here. I think we'd be better off without the snap 2 points. There we go. I wish that had connected. That'd be handy. But that should make it a little easier for people to get over here to work, and maybe that'll take care of our worker problem. And it looks like we're having some traffic issues here. Is there still a stoplight? There is. Okay. So that should help with our traffic problem there. Folks are continuing to fill out this area. And it looks like we need to zone some more commercial up here so we can keep up with our people. And man, stuff's just growing really quick here. This maybe should be a roundabout, but I don't know if I want to mess with it at the moment. I might want to just leave it. One thing that I think that I will do real quick, since I haven't built anything over here yet, I'm going to change my road layout to kind of match the other side here. And I do like to move intersections as far away from each other as I can. It just helps the traffic to flow better. Yeah, I like that. But I think this may now have a stoplight. It does. Not anymore though. Alright, so everything is flowing smoothly, except now we are out of water. So real quick, let's put in another water tower and another water treatment plant. And we are at Big Town, 8,000. We get a new tile, we get campus areas, and we now can build high density, which is awesome. That'll help us to grow our city quickly. We unlock the university and our metro and the solar updraft tower. I really like to use these middle game because they're a really reliable source of electricity. And it looks like that's about all that really matters here. Next one is small city at 11,000, and we unlock the train. I think that's pretty much the only thing that really matters to me in this one. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to our city. We need to add in some more wastewater treatment. There we go. That took care of all of our issues. I think maybe we don't, other than this building needing more workers, we don't have a single problem in our city, which is pretty great. Gotta love it when there's no problems. Everything is flowing smoothly. Everything's going great. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that population to kind of grow, I think we might need to add in another cemetery over here on this side of town. And over here, I think that's pretty good coverage for death care. And we got pretty good coverage on our hospitals. I think one thing that we need to take care of fairly soon is adding more more waste removal. So for the moment, let's just add in another one right there. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, I'm really glad. Leave a like if you want to, and join me next time.